Hello everyone. Tonight we are going to be doing a statics review. Um, I know if you're like me, you probably did not have a great background in statics and you probably did not learn maybe everything you needed to learn. Um, I hope you were able to review some of the mechanics of this as far as pin and rollers go and a few of the other examples provided in the beginning of the video. Alright, tonight we're going to be doing the problem provided at the beginning of the video. Let's go ahead and start by drawing a free body diagram. Alright, be patient with me here as I draw this. I am by no means an artist. Seriously, I am not. Okay. I do hope that you did have a good statics instructor. Mine was good. I was just very, very busy, and I was not able to learn everything that I needed to learn. Okay, so here at point A, we have a roller. That is very important, and I will explain why in a little bit later. Right here, we do have a force at a 45-degree angle, and that force is 600 newtons. Okay, let's go over here. Let's define point B. Right here. Acting down on point B is a 200 Newton force. And another important thing is point B is a pin. Again, I will explain why this is important a little bit later. Alright, this is point D. And acting on that is a 100 Newton force. Let's go ahead and define the length between D and B. 2 meters. Alright, between this point, point D, this point is 3 meters away. It's going to become important when we start taking moments. Alright. Looks like we have everything defined, at least as that goes. Now, let's go on to find a few other forces that will become important a little bit later. Alright, as I said before, this is a roller. This is why this is important. On a roller, we only take AY, or forces in the Y direction. I don't really know why, to be honest with you, but if enough people comment, I will try to find out. Alright, now, again at point B, that's a pin. Another important fact, we need to take forces in the Y and X direction. Okay, now it doesn't look like we have all of our forces defined at this point. We need to take a summation of the forces. Okay. Now, if you've ever seen a standard XY diagram graph, I'm sure we've all seen them in high school or middle school. We're going to be taking forces that way in the X direction. That's going to be positive. So, the forces in the X direction should equal 0. So let's do this. All right, the forces in the X direction, we have Bx plus 600. Crap. All right, there's another thing I need to define here that I missed. All right here, we need to take a force in the X direction. That's going to be 600 cosine 45. We also need to take another force in the Y direction. 600 sine 45. Okay, let's get back to the work. All right, as I said before, 600 cosine, because it's in the X direction, 45 degrees equals 0. We figure all this out using our calculator. We're going to determine that Vx equals 424 newtons. Good deal. All right. Now, again, as the standard X and Y plane goes, we're going to be taking positive Y values as it goes kind of up. All right. Now, I get we all get this now, but as we move on to more complex problems, as far as we go into the Z graphs, that's where it becomes a little bit more tricky. All right, so we have AY in the Y direction minus 600 sine 45 degrees minus 100 newtons right here, and minus 200 newtons above B. All right, plus By. Oh no, we have two variables. How will we solve it? Okay, we need to take a moment. A moment is a positive value if we rotated it. So we're going to be taking a moment at point B. So if you were to rotate counterclockwise at point B, like a clock at point B, you will realize that the forces, because we're taking forces in that direction as a positive, you will realize that AY is going in a positive direction. Okay, now this is where it becomes important with the links of this. AY is 7 meters away from B, so we need to multiply that. Minus 600 cosine 45, another force, but it's acting negative counterclockwise. This is acting in the clockwise direction, so it is actually negative. Excuse me, unfortunately, I was also wrong about AY. It is also acting in a clockwise direction, so it is also negative. Again, I apologize for that. That was an error on my part, and I don't want to confuse you. Continue writing this out. So, 600 cosine 45 is 0.2 meters away from B in the X direction. It's a little confusing, but it makes a little bit of sense because you're taking it from like this way. So that's the width right there. So that's where you take your moment at. I know that's a little confusing. As we do more of these problems, it'll make a little bit more sense. Okay. 600 sine 45. And that is because it's acting. Okay, good deal. This is how I can explain it. All right. So we are right here, and we are 5 meters away. Because right here, we were acting kind of, I guess right here, we were 0.2 meters away. Okay, so let's go ahead and 5 meters. All right, the last one we need to take is right here at 100 newtons. And because 100 newtons is acting in the counterclockwise direction, we need to multiply that. It's 2 meters away from point B. That should be our last variable, and it all equals 0. Okay, with that we can find that AY is equaling 319 newtons. And that is one of the answers you need. Okay, now that we have AY, let's go ahead and plug it in to find point or BY. When we do all that, then we'll figure out that BY actually equals 405 newtons. All right, good deal. And that is the answers that you need to solve the problem provided at the beginning of the video. Hope you enjoyed this, and if you want to, you really don't have to. You can like and subscribe. Really don't know how often I'm going to be posting on this channel. This is really more to help me study more than anything else. But if you do enjoy my videos and you do get some help out of them, well, I'm very happy about that. Well, have a very blessed day and know that Jesus loves you.